Think we're live, finally. Gonna actually get some painting done. Isn't that exciting? Okay, sorry, I gotta get things. It's a new setup. I'm trying to work out the bugs. I don't quite like it. I don't think I have enough lighting, even though I've got a ton here. I just don't know if it's gonna work. I gotta see. And I can get in here, and I have to have a magnifying glass in front of me because I'm blind as a bat without it, at least looking in close. And that should, if I get it in the right area here, that's what I'm trying to learn too, is when I'm painting, is that I'm going to be showing everybody the miniatures. I'm trying to learn here. Yep. So that is going to be the fun stuff. All right. Well, should we put some paint on this guy? We've got several of these these are the little kobolds from Heritage Miniatures. Old school miniatures, which I've got 500 of them, all different sorts and binds of the leads and pewters, old school stuff. I've got some Reapers here, some plastic ones. We're going to finish painting and start some painting on. I've got some terrain. We're thinking that hopefully Big Dave, Big Digital DM, will be coming on or PMing me later here to get some ideas. He's just started streaming, and we want to see if we can get him pointed in the right direction. We don't know yet, so we'll see, but we'll see if he PMs me. All right, well, while we're doing it, and anybody, all right, it's a new session, so I don't expect anybody to really be watching right now. And Baboonsky is running a game for the FGC group for their anniversary, so I know some people over there, as they should be. So while we're sitting here, we'll showcase everybody. This little buddy is one of them that I did 8 years ago, 6, 7, 8, roughly, when I started picking up. And he has got gloss varnish on him, don't ask. But this is when I first started, kind of where I got to painting. And we're going to see where I've come along, because this is just pretty flat. There is a little detail in there, but not much. This was some of the first minis I painted. These are some dwarves that have just been pretty blocked in, but no details have been added to them yet. As you can see, fairly plain colors. And we're going to start washing and highlighting these guys to get these colors to stand out, and get them a little bit in there so you can see. And here's another one. These were painted about 2 years ago, and then I just kind of got into the streaming. My paint went all in a handbasket. So it is time to get the painting bug back on, because I really like it. And with the streaming now, I need something tactile. I need to be able to touch something. It's great doing the online stuff, but it has its limits as far as being able to interact with things. And I like the DMing, I really do. But I also like terrain, and I like the miniatures. And I've got tons of stuff for my in real life games that now we can't use for the digital games. So we'll at least play around with it. But he's looking. So he'll get there. All pretty much done for the base colors. We just got to get him, and I think one of his eyes is off. Yeah, his eye on his inside eye here needs a little work done on it. I messed that up. And when Dave comes on, we're going to take some miniatures. This is one that I relieved of its paint job many years ago. Pretty okay. I'm not too worried about the inside of it. Notice that there's still some paint left in it. Couldn't get it all off. The main parts are these. the outside parts and the texture so we can work the wood. And then I have my Hearst Art blocks. I have a ton of those molds. If I could, I'd own one of each. I think he makes phenomenal product. I've got 3D stuff too, but I really, really like the molds and being able to create my own stuff with this dental plaster. And so I know Dave was talking about doing a door, so we're going to do a door. And this is one of my doors, and it's got some imperfections in it, which is supposed to, from where the bubbles didn't quite set right. I don't mind that. These are just going to be rivets in the door that are rusted out. And then, let's see, we've got just a regular old tile piece. And then you get these, and you felt the bottom of them, and then you put them on the side, and then you can then make your own tile. Just very similar to Dwarven Forge, but you make your own. And then you got to paint them. So I was going to work with him and show him texturing, dry brushing, and highlighting and washing. So, because he painted some stuff, and he's got some habits. He hasn't. I don't think he's watched much. So I sent him some videos and all that, but I want to get him pointing in the right direction. He was getting frustrated with his stream, and we don't want you to be frustrated. Don't want him frustrated at all. So we'll get him pointing in the right direction. The skull comes with it. So if we paint ourselves a little nasty little skull and a chest that we'll paint up. And see more texturing. And this is all dental plaster, which is super cool. Got weight to it. Oh, some holes in the wood there. We'll then gunch those up, texture them up, but not too bad. I kind of remember to hold it in the right area because I'm, you guys see this? No, not really. All right, not bad. Okay, we've got a ton of these little kobolds. We got, I think it's 6 here, and I think I've got 6 more in here. We were going to paint some up and then do some other painting and then paint some more. So that was blocking, but I was showing you guys this guy. This was kind of some of my first painting jobs. I only did one of him just to see, and he's got some color to him, and it's hard to see, but you know, and the gloss varnish, I learned my lesson on that. Don't need to do gloss, we just need to do matte. He's kind of shining. So he'll get a simple green bath in a while, and we'll rip all that paint off of him. But what we're shooting for is that he'll look something like these guys. These are some of my hordes. This is where I was when I was on top of it. And I got to get back to there. He's still got a few highlights he needs. Some on the quiver here, and then some chickens. But I was just thoroughly pleased with this guy when I was done with him. And he's got another matching one. I've got 2 of him, 2 other ones that were part of Hordes. And I think I played 1 game of Hordes. I wanted to do something other than, Ascension Stories, bringing over the folks from y'all stream. We're doing some miniature painting. First session. Wanting to try to do some on a Sunday and other nights when I'm not streaming. And he's got a ton of dust all over him, which we're going to have to get all of them. And we're going to paint just one today, but I am going to get back into my airbrushing. I got to get a new compressor. The Grex one I have, not that good. I learned my lesson on that. But I needed to start somewhere. But this guy was when I was painting a lot. Wasn't too shabby. And then this guy, another one. And he's got dust all over him too. I actually need to matte varnish these guys. I wanted to give them a few more touch-ups. But these guys were cool to paint. And I need to do his base. But they weren't too shabby. Not too shabby at all. And then another one. Usually I kept these close, but I'm trying to learn my space still. There's one more. And not too bad. So, and his base needs to be done too. And I homemade the bases. It's got some cork and some there's some other material that I used. I forgot, I've got a bunch of it over there. But anyway, this is where I was when I was painting a lot. And I'm still learning. I still need more highlights, accents. I'm really good with the washes and darkening everything. It's actually bringing the highlights out. Those guys were painted 8 years ago too. 9 years ago. I sold the condo in 2012, so 2010, 2011. Yeah. All right. So I'm trying to check if and when Mr. Digital DM will be PMing me so we can do some painting. So what I thought we'd do is get one of these little Kobolds and take them from what we did with this dude and ring them around. Let's do something new. So with that being said, we are going to get in. We got our little red grass wet palette we got in the other day. We saw that on Shoshi Minis, her stream. Super professional. She is awesome. And she just started a new initiative with, was it Reiner? There's two or three other guys that are painting stream people, and they've got a little contest going out for some scale 75 paints entered in, but they've got banded together to start their own little initiative. But if you didn't watch any of their streams, I check out Shoshi. She's muy caliente. I watch her stream a lot when I'm not streaming or playing games. I watch Jack's Clubs a good bit and Fancy Unicorn. Those three. I kind of watch them in the different ranges and the different things they paint. Really got me back into wanting to do this a lot outside of my regular D&D streams, which I need to, we're going to be changing up the channel a lot, and this is one of the things I've been trying to bring to the channel. Let's get the painting done. Anyway, so while we're doing that, let's see. So we've got our little dude, and like I said, we're going to take them from when I first painted. I remember these little guys were playing D&D with these things long ago. This was, like I said, oh, wonderful. My dog's going to start barking. Anyway, so let's take a look. We got to get this guy blocked in. And I want to go a little bit deeper red for him. Not gory red. I didn't. So I have been using my paints for quite a while. So we're really going to have to be shaking them up a lot because they've been sitting on the shelves far too long. And I've got my bunch of game color stuff here. Sorry, I'm trying to not talk at the stream, but I got to find my colors. My game colors. Well, what red do we want to use? Let's take a look here. This is the other thing we're going to be learning, how to get our shit together when we start painting something, so that we're not wasting time on the stream, you know. But I need a red. Those are purple stuff. Well, ew. Might be going over to my GW paints, what's left of them. Here's a red. Bloody red. No, that's not his color. Alright. We've got one here. Come here. Then dark flesh tone. Which one is this one? Here, let's see if we can get this thing shaken up. Now you're hearing a bunch of vibrating. I have an orbital mixer that you put the paint thing in, and then it's like a test tube shaker. And I've got agitators in the bottles, but like I said, I haven't used these guys in a long time. So sorry that may be a little loud. I'm trying not to, but mostly I'd be shaking these up before the stream. And I want to show Dave about shaking up his and making sure he's got agitators in the bottles. He bought the Army painter set, but I don't think he got any washes. I don't think he got any. Uh-oh, it's the wife. It's the wife. Uh-oh. Yes, dear. I'm streaming. No, whatever you want to pick up. So, I don't care. I don't care. Whatever you want, sweetie. Don't matter. All right, see ya. She was going to have a 30-minute conversation with me. All right. All right. Well, let's see. What's this color look like? Yeah. Not so certain that's the color I want him to be. Looks like we're going in with the GWs. All right. We'll start with this red foundation that is on its last blood. Some of these paints haven't been used in a long time, and I got new medium in them, and some slow dry, and I'm hoping that we can restore this stuff, but we're going to find out. All right. Come here, brush. Put a little bit on the palette. Oh. We're going to see if I'm any good. If I remember what the hell I was doing. That's a big if. Let's see. I remember. Gosh, no, I don't think I do. Well, and maybe let's find out. Yeah. Paint him up, and this brush is not big enough. I need a little bit bigger. Let's see. We'll go in with another sable, another win. There we go. Now I just got to remember to pay attention to what you guys can see. And making sure I'm getting him painted right, because I'm not used to. Yeah, it's a little thinner than I wanted it, because I'd already thinned it down in the bottle to get it revived. That's okay. Yep. Yep. I'm thinking about giving, I'm going to be crazy a little bit, and we'll start off some two-toning. We're going to get, there's a mold line. I didn't quite hop that one out. Wonderful. Mold lines on the damn, yeah, it sure is. Right center on the damn floorboard. Oh well, too bad. Mm-hmm. Yep. Whee. Alright. Wow. A cobalt leg has made it. Mm. Yeah, remember these miniatures are much smaller than the modern day ones. Not as much detail. But damn, they bring back the memories though. This is the stuff that hooked me. I knew I played with these. I was gonna be a nerd the rest of my life. Still am, but oh well. Mm-hmm. Well, you know what? I totally forgot about putting on some background music. Shit. When I take a break, when the wife gets home here in a little bit, I'll take a break and I will put on some music. I totally forgot about putting on a radio station. So you want to listen to my dumbass breathing. Oh, I forgot about that. Actually, I want to stick something on here in a second because I want to make sure that I've got the volume set right. Not too worried about the bass right now. Damn, I'm getting hot too. Damn Texas weather. See, I'm sweating. Damn. Whew. Alright. Yep. Oh, too much water. That's all right. Yeah, it's nibbling at someone racing down the street. Damn, man. Okay. I didn't expect me to start getting like sweaty hot here while I'm streaming. I'm gonna have to turn the AC down a little. Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. Let's see. Put him there for a second because I'm going to have to. Sitting here. Sweat's pouring off my brow. 1 second. All right. See if we can get... Wonder if Dave has reached out to me yet. All right. Let's bring up... we're sitting here, folks. We're going to bring up the old Discord server. I can chat with Dave if he ever comes on. I actually probably should PM and let him know I'm streaming. But the question is, will he care? Let's just put... Whoops. Oh my gosh. What do you mean it doesn't match? There we go. Whee. Okay. What am I doing? Huh. Interesting. Can't add it. All right. Well, we'll keep that up and running so everybody can see. Not used to running one monitor. Boy. All right, let's get back to this. Whew. It is hot. Okay. Look at the little dude. Well, then I have forgotten how much I enjoyed doing this. Really had. Yeah. Well. We're going to try to make it every Sunday. I know I may do a few here. I might do it Tuesday night. We don't have a game for the Tuesday group. Two of them are on vacation. And actually, I think three of them are actually. Two or three. And so we're not going to play. And I would like to do a painting session. Since I'm having to change up the stream anyway, sessions. 2 years of straight D&D-ing. I need to bring a little something different. So painting's going to be one. Deadlands is the next. So I've got to learn. God help me, because I don't have the time with that and all the stuff we're doing with the Blackmore Society and KC. I got my hands full. But we're going to figure it all out. And then we'll see. But look at the details on this guy's eyes, man. You don't get that much. Some of today's stuff, man. I'm going to be able to truly pop this guy. These miniatures were the bomb in the day. Yep. Hmm. Yeah, I need to put some music on, don't I? Oh, man. Sadness. Totally forgot that aspect. All the rest of them do it. I just forgot. Alright, well, we'll put it on in a second. I wanted to get at least these guys, this one blocked, so I can see how much I'm off painting since it's been minimum of 6 years since I've touched the brushes seriously. A minimum. Yeah. And I've got a lot to relearn. But I think it's, yeah, see, not too bad. I'd rather, well, bet y'all couldn't see that, sorry. Yeah. Yeah. On top of his head here. And then his tail. I've about forgot his tail. And he got some horns, which we'll go back through. We're going to hit with a couple of versions of off-white and white. Maybe let the root a little base. It's not light tan. Yeah. Oh, it's like it's down. And see, like here were some of the issues with the molds back in the day. You look at the way the tail, it's a whole big chunk of metal right in there. And no, Duff didn't go in there and hack that out. No, I'm not gonna. We're gonna let the miniatures keep their flavor and their feel. Is it really? Oh, it's because, hold on, let me, I don't think, let me put it so I can hear. I guess I haven't listened to my voice that much. I could bring what's this sound? Let's see. Let's bring this up. Come here. Comp. Nope. We'll bring the gate up a little bit more. I don't have any filters on this one with the mic. I've got it set. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. See, that sounds funny. I want to bring it over here. Ooh, there we go. A little deep. There we go. Oh, something a little different. Hey, it is what it is, dog. But yeah, I have the processor, and it's a headset mic, where the other one's my professional studio. I need a little bit more red for the tail. But at least I'm streaming, dude. Yeah, sounded a bit watery. Yeah, this is the mic. I'm streaming it with. You watched any of Babunski? He's got a Mai and Moondog on his stream with the other players. I watched for a while. We could probably bring that in just a little, slow it a little bit down. Yeah. All right. Whee! But at least I'm streaming. Full of promises. Now I can. All right. What are we doing before we get over onto his tail? Oh, is that you, dog, sending me a mess? No. Photo. So no replay. We live. Finally. Waiting for David to see if he's ever going to PM me, but he may not. He may be busy. Get him educated on this stuff. And my wife's getting ready to walk in too, so I wanted to start streaming earlier, but shit, as always, Murphy gets in the way. All right. There's a lot of detail on this guy's face that I am quite excited about for a small miniature. I didn't play any Friday night. I sure in the hell didn't play last night, having to rebuild the damn machine. Like it, just lovely here. Love hearing the hard drive going clack, 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 all the way down on the floor. It was awesome. I was going to stream some last night of painting, but no. was beginning to take it as an omen. Something or something did not want me streaming painting. Yeah. But Moondog did run a session for the girls last. Oh yeah, that's right. You got in on the end of it. Yeah. Sounded like they had fun. He had some technical issues, so you need to get him worked out through all that. But at least they busted his balls for a while. I need more red. Didn't put enough down. There we go. Oh, damn. Spillage! Spillage! Well, we will just have to paint another one of the dudes because we got too much red out now. And this stuff I'm using in my game workshops, old foundation paints. They don't make these no more. It may be a good thing, but I liked them. Oh, put that down. These guys have just got some tacky glue. That's all it is. These because they're flat bases and all that. The ant dude I'm going to paint later on, once I get my airbrush going, I've got him, as you can tell, I've got him pinned to it so that he doesn't fall off. But most of these guys, just simple old tacky glue, because he's already got a base, and I wasn't going to rebase them. I wanted to keep I wanted to keep most of these Heritage miniatures, all these old school miniatures, kind of the way they are, so that they keep their flavor, their flair. We remember them how we used to use them. I know plenty of people will rebase them, but I didn't feel like it. This is still watered down a lot from us trying to save it. Like we're going to get another miniature, another one of them out, because I got a lot of red here, which is fine. Yeah. I could have pinned these, but I didn't feel like it was necessary. They're not. Yeah. He'll come out with some nice patch reds, I'm thinking. Yeah. My brushes are in trouble too. I noticed that they're fraying. Uh, yeah, just a little too watery. Well, that's okay. Just gets another little coat. That's all. All right, so he is skinned in until we go bonkers highlights and washes on him. I'm liking. Good to be back. All right, let's grab another one. Wee, come here, little boy. Oh shit, no, dude. I'm 52 years old. There's magnification galore. If I was a bionic man, I wouldn't be right here. Here, let me put this paint away. I'm gonna twist my camera just for a second. There's your magnification. I've got it set. There's no way that I am Yeah, you can see looking at him. That's why I have the glasses on, but I'm looking down on them. Yeah, I've had to use it since I started painting. I've had that magnification on. There's no way I can not see these guys. I need light. Always have. So, see, now that is another miniature. Yeah, actually. All right. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, he's got one cloth on, but he's got nothing on the back end. So I have to, I'll do some lining for him with something on his butt. Do some highlight or something. Make it look like he's got a diaper on. Yeah. Well, I've got this set up. It's, for years of hunching over painting, I saw where Slow Fuse Gaming, another pro that streams a lot, he has a stand-up. And so I've got this on a stand-up riser that I can take it all up. It'll mess my lighting up a little bit. I've got a downlight sitting on this thing, but it's not really going to do it. It's not really doing much as good as I wanted it to, but I'm going to test that out down the line, is actually take this thing and stand it up. So I'm trying to keep myself from hunching over. That's why let's see. Make sure I'm painting this guy within the camera length too. Yep. But at least it steadies my arms. I've got something to rest them on. I'm going to have to put a towel or something down just because I'm sweating my ass off. It's freaking hotter than hell here, man. Even inside. God, just gross. There with all these lights on. Most of them are LEDs too. So I'll be getting much heat, but that ain't the case. Uh, all right. Well, he is. There's mommy. You can already tell. Get the inside of his tail done. Nope. Yeah. Yep, it's mommy. Which means she'll let out the goobers here in a second. And she's on the phone. Always on the phone, even when not at work. Petco, Petco, Petco. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Not good about it. We even it got rain today. I don't know why. We got some rain. And there go the doggies because they heard mommy's home. That's a German Shepherd. I'm not gonna win trying to talk over. I'm gonna let her just yell. Oops, get that in the light. I was like, why can't I see it? It's too dark. Yep. And come on, there we go. Spread that paint out. Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. Hello, tail. Gypsy. Oh. All right. Let that dry a little bit because all I'm doing is sloshing paint around. And yep. 2.5-year-old shepherd. Prima donna of the house. I think I'm grilling tonight. I think I've been nominated to grill, so I'm gonna. Now what in the hell's this? Let's see. Sorry, camera. That is a flaw in the mold. Huh. It's a little divot in the bottom of his hand here. Gonna build it into the handle of the axe. Yeah, hey, west, east. I mean, I'm waiting for him to PM me, man. Um, I guess I'll shoot him one. I mean, I don't know. We never actually set a time, and I just started, so you just caught me in our little bitty boys here. Here, let me finish. I got paint on the brush here, so let me get this to a spot. But anyway, we gotta get him educated. No, I am teasing him. He was getting frustrated, but he's got to learn. I sent him a couple videos. Actually, one video, an old P3, one of their old first instructional videos. Hello, wifey poo. Biatch. Did y'all hear that? She just called me biatch. What am I grilling tonight? Oh, that sounds pretty good. Is it? Where'd you get the stuffed flank steak? You bought it already? Okay, well then I want to do that because we haven't done that before. I'll take a break. I don't care. Anyway, I get to grill tonight, guys. Anyway, will I stream it? No. Oh my God. I got viewers, man. They're watching me paint. Get back on the painting bandwagon. I gotta get music on. I didn't put any music on, so it's kind of boring listening to my just droning, talking. Anyway, your doggies want you. How was work today, babe? She said it was fine. Anyway, East, we gotta get David trained because he was getting frustrated and he he was using the wrong materials. One, he didn't thin any of that paint. I'm gonna have to educate him. Yes, I'm not talking to myself. I am talking to people. They're actually, they are responding to me in the chat over there. My wife doesn't get the streaming thing at all. Well, come say hi. No, you got to come give me a kiss. On stream. Mwah. Now I got it. Anyway, Linda, I'll do this a little bit, and then I'll take a break and come down and we'll do the meat. Anyway. Got to take care of the boss, folks. Don't take care of the boss. It'll be winter time in the Duffy household in the middle of Texas in the summertime. Yeah, he'll get there. He's sorry. I didn't check in. I was doing distracted there. Yeah, and you could hear it in his voice. And I PM'd him a couple of times in Discord, which I know he wasn't going to see until afterwards. You know, he ain't none of us were Michelangelo. We're not Michelangelo by no means. And, the main thing is he didn't want him getting frustrated and taking the fun out of it, on his first try. And I don't think he did. But he definitely already had some bad habits he was developing on his first deal. And I don't know how many videos he's watched. So like I said, I sent him that P3 one. And it gets more geared toward true miniature, like this type painting. Oh my gosh, here I am. Never mind. And not showing on stream, but it's still the techniques, instead of looking for the dry brush, understand that it's a technique, not an actual brush, stuff like that. And then he was painting right over the, where he was, wiping his paintbrush off in the paint, extra paint onto the pad, and he dropped his miniature one time or two right on top of the paint. I was like, oh no. So, but yes, he will get there. He's got a ton of paint. I went and looked up at that Kickstarter, all the stuff that came. Yeah, he got a ton of terrain. So I showed earlier, I pulled some stuff. He said he was thinking about doing a door next. So I've got these molds, Hearst art molds that I use, dental plaster. And so I've used a bunch of them before I started getting to the digital side. Making terrain. I love doing it. So here's a door, and figured I'll get with him, and he was going to do a door. So we'll paint a door. I got a piece of flagstone tile that will show him how to paint, and then make his own wash, because I don't think he got any washes with that paint set. So we'll get some simple ones and get him into some inks later on down the road. He's got ways to go before he's ready for the advanced stuff. And then yeah, dude, I have got half his bolts, and I want the other half. And I'll show it on stream. I'm making a dice tower. It's over here, but I haven't got it done, with 6 pillars, 6 columns in it, turret type deals in it, and I'm in the middle of it. And it's another one of those projects that'll take me, a few years to build. But anyway, we'll get on this to paint the different colors, and then get the washes, and then get some dry brush highlighting in on it, and show them really how to use that highlight, that dry brush, and screw one of those brushes up real quick. And then there's a little skull and another little crate. So chest, because he would show him. Because I got to assume on those molds that he had, on those minis, that they had the texture in it, and he just went and painted right through without the thinning, and I wonder how much he lost in the texture of the wood. And so I want him to, because he said something about, he didn't think he needed to wash, and I was like, oh no, don't already sell yourself short. But the Hearst stuff, I was all into it, because I got a bunch of the dungeon. I wouldn't say bunch. I probably got 8 or 10 boxes of some of the dungeon thing, and it was just getting too expensive. It looks great, made in China, and I found Bruce's site, man, and I'm telling you, I've gone through 3 or 4 boxes, big boxes of Merlin Magic already. I got a whole thing over here, just crates and crates and crates of bricks and all that. I just cast. It was like an assembly line for 2 or 3 weeks. Just cast and cast, because that's what it takes to get anything built of size. You got to cast, something 10, 15, 20 times to get enough bricks to get to get everything built what you want. And then if you're freelancing it, which is what I'm doing now with this dice tower and it's got actually shelves in it, but pull out shelved drawers to put stuff in. And I'm going to put some LEDs in it for some of my torch lights that are going to be on the walls. I'm saying that, but when will it ever get done, I don't know. But anyway, dang it, I gotta keep forgetting to pull the miniature into the camera. Anyway, so long-winded answer there. I'm a fan of Bruce's stuff. Have been, always will be. Really? Cool. I like it, man. I'm hooked on this. I was chatting earlier on the stream when I first started and no one was listening, except myself. This is helping. I'm hoping, since I'm getting back into it now, on a 6-year hiatus or longer since we moved up here. Now that I'm doing all the digital stuff, virtual table, this will give me a tactile feel, something I can hold on to, and just take a break. And I've got some writing and stuff that I need to be doing for the Blackmore Society, and I haven't been able to concentrate on it roughly. And this, I think, is just a disconnect where I can just detach and not have to worry about the D&D game for a moment and just paint, which was I need to tell Dave. He was overthinking it. Just paint, man. Don't worry about the goof ups. Go touch them up later, but just paint. Enjoy it. I think you'll agree with me. At least I would think. I hope so. Hands over. Well, it's it's not actually my hand. It's where I need to set it down. When I lift it up, I need like my pinky finger. I need to make sure it's. How about that? And this is not. I'm not. I thought I made this box. I'll show you guys in a second the rig. I thought it was going to be just right, but it's not. It's not quite doing what I want it to do. I need more light, and I've got 4 or 5 lights shining down on this mini, and it's still. And it's a 920 camera. Yeah. Well, I got to catch up with let you guys catch up to my talking. Keep forgetting about that. It is therapeutic. Yes, I know, dog. I keep it over the X. Anyway, but like I said, in this, I want to get this. I'm going to try this standing desk soon. Lift this thing up. It's Slow Fuse is using his that way, and that was a good idea. Okay, well, Cobalt number 2 is blocked in. Sorry, his skin is blocked in. Yep, there's here. And I'll get a dark red on it. Yeah, there's some old lines showing up on these guys, but too bad. I'm letting these stay the way they came. Nostalgia, baby. Nostalgia. But anyway, here, Ace, so I'll show you. I showed Dog earlier, so here's what we're doing. I want to show Dave. So here is a Cobalt I did 8 years ago. First started painting. And you can tell, and yeah, gloss varnish. Don't ask. Okay? I heard varnish. I varnished him. Now he's going to have to go take a simple green bath. I got a bunch of them. But anyway, so, simple coloring, a little wash here and there. I was learning, and I was proud of myself back in the day. So that's what we're going to take this, and we're going to now compare. I'm going to paint these guys and compare them to what this looks like. And I'm doing some other ones while we're coming along. I've got some dwarves that I painted a couple of years ago. Now they're just blocked in. I've done no highlighting or washing in on them yet, but I've got most of it done except for the base. And then the other dwarf, we've just got it's completely blocked, but he needs help. And then we got an ogre that needs he needs some more highlights. And I need to get him, let's see, it's a little still stale, and we'll get some more highlighting in him, a little bit more wash, a little bit, yeah, he's definitely a lot of highlighting, and some more lighten his skin up, just a little bit more. And it's interesting, he's early shiny, and he's not been varnished at all. But where we're going with this are these guys. This is when I was painting a lot. This is where I was at. And yeah. Yeah, let me flag you in a second here, East. I'll show you. But yeah, so this is where these were some Trollbloods I painted for my hordes, and I played one game. So he needs a little bit more highlight done on him. But these guys were not too shabby. At least I thought. I liked them. Who just came on? There's Heartless. He just finished. See if let me see if you can. I think. Let me go back. Add friend. Make sure I've got you as a friend. I may have just knocked you. I may just East. I may have just popped you off, but I think you should. Yeah, the Trollbloods. I didn't like their normal and the horde stuff. They're blue. I went with the purple one. Here's the bigger boy. Here was a big mauler, and I was just doing it, starting to airbrush, and really, and he still needs a little more, but you know, I was liking what I was getting from him, and wasn't too shabby. You know, bases need work on, but I like the way I did with them. So it turned out to. So, and that's the next step after that is getting the airbrushing going. So, whew. All right. No word from Dave. Let's TM him. Dave, where are you? Oh, he's online at least. All right. I just sent Dave another message. So we'll go back. We'll see what he says. Uh-oh. Let's see what you got here. I just saw him. Oh, you got a Facebook page, dude. Really? Hold on. Why am I not? Hold on. Let me log in so I can. Lack of the page for some reason. I had to rebuild my PC last night, my second stream PC, because it decided to crash last night at 9 o'clock. And I was not real happy about that. Not happy about how to rebuild the whole damn system. Alright, let's log in. Alright. RPG. Can I like the page? Follow and like. There we go. Cool. Oh, it's coming from mobile. No wonder I was like, why the hell does that look funny? Cool. Oh. Yeah. Alright. Locked and loaded there, East. Cool. Uh-oh. Oh, you're not messing up my flow. This is my first day. What flow? Come on now. No, I'd rather interact. I think down the line here, like if I get a couple more and done, I'll probably, if anybody just wants to hop into Discord while we're streaming and playing and all that, I may just go that route too. They're not blowing my flow up, man. I'm just getting back into this, man, is what I really wanted to do. And out here, let me put this um, out there for anybody, for dog can check it out. Anybody else there in the stream. All right, well, let's get another one. We're going to paint 3 of these red, and then we're going to do 3 other ones, maybe in a little lighter brown. Maybe I've always wanted to thought maybe doing a white, kind of like a white, beige type, white kind of spotted cobalt. Just something different, you know? Why do the kobolds all have to be red or brown? I don't think they have to be, do they? Or get dog. Again, I didn't put my finger in the X. I blame you. And I definitely got to put some music on. Keep saying that I will when I take a break and go grill for the wife. Then I'm gonna come back on. I think paint some more tonight too. Just might as well just go with it for a while. See if Dave, if he gets back to me in here. You play East? You play any in any of Dave's game, or you just watcher? You just a viewer? Yeah. Well, they are dragging interest. I mean, that's part of who they are. But you know, they can have some flair to the colorings, I think. So I have got. Oh, you do? Old time. Okay. Do you stream those games? You should make sure I'm following your channel, man. If you're streaming them, if you are streaming them, then we'll I can put an announcement up on the Twitch channel for other people to know when y'all go live. Doesn't bother me none. Doesn't hit the tape. No, you don't stream. Okay, gotcha. Mm, yeah. At least you're using Fantasy Grounds, if I've read that right. East. Yeah. Oh, you want a blue? I see that dog. Blue, copper, red one. Ooh. That's a good thought. You dog, you know, every now and then you get a good one comes out of you. You know what? I don't care what everybody says about you. No. There you go. Yeah, well, East, I had to say that's exactly one of the streams I watched when I started looking at the tabletop stuff was Mr. Dave's, and now I harass him once a week now that he's a Texas boy. And we're still, like I said, we're going to do this Roswell thing. I just don't know when, but we're going to meet our ass over there and stream it. And we'll find aliens if they're there. And I'm talking about the extraterrestrial. Bada boom. Too soon? Okay. Anyway, yeah, I haven't been over there to Roswell before, so that's actually a really good idea. Really? Yeah, it's cool. I figured you found me and the curse was upon you. The reject beacon shone brightly in the sky. Wasn't a bat, wasn't a bird, it was just a P and an R. And someone wanted it turned off. Uh, ah, all right. Yeah, that's right. Well, I figure if we can get the streaming done this fall, that'll help me for GaryCon in what, March, I think is when it is. Make sure I remember that because we will be there for that. I'm not a con dude, so this is going to be interesting to see how that all plays out and streaming that. Yeah, you mean my Saturday night group there east? The ladies in Missouri, they are a handful. We have come a long way though, so I gotta say that. I hand it to them. They put up with me. Some might say I put up with them, but I chose it because of the group. But we've had our moments, but it's made us better. So, yeah, and they get a kick out of it. Most of them, it's a nice release for them. And we got, um, actually, dog, I had a post in both for, trying to think, late in the game there, I think it was, I think for the, when you came into the group, I think it was from the Fantasy Grounds post then I had gone back to. I was having more luck there than I was the Reddit, but the Reddit post was definitely how I started. It was a bigger draw in the beginning, and it's also how I did find the girls. So the girls, yeah, actually I found them. I saw the post, them looking for a DM. They just lost theirs, and so the girl that started off doesn't play anymore, and she didn't care for the way I DM'd. That was understandable in the beginning, but she's hopped on every now and then. But the rest of the group has stayed true, and we've learned. I'll put it that way. But it's the way it should be. So, all right. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it was. Well, that's about how I found everybody. So, but yes, that's was a Reddit for them. So 2 years ago, 2.5 years. All right. But unfortunately, this is the boring part of what I think in painting. getting the blocking all down. The original first tone down, unfortunately. It's the washing, coloring, and the highlights that really, when you start to see the huge change in what you're painting. Till then, it's just matte, it's just flat colors, you know. You can, most of the time, I don't even really know. Yeah, most of the time with this, I'm not even sure what I'm seeing yet until I get to that point. I'm just thinking, here's the starting colors, come from there. But yeah. Yep. Well, dog, didn't you come around at the same time when USMC Vet was hanging out and coming on around? Weren't y'all? Don't y'all know each other, or is that just by chance y'all just happen to be ex-military? Yeah. Okay. Where the hell's he? Hadn't seen him in a while. He left once on a blue moon. Whee! Ah. Okay. Scary kobold. Well, he looking pretty good. Hmm. All right, 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. I got 3 left for this first batch. How much red have I got left? I still got a bunch left. All right, we're not going to waste the red, even though it is on a wet palette. Let's just use it up. Oh, did Dave PM me? There we go, folks. Did the digital DM? No. Well, yeah, he did. What did he say? 8 Mountain, which is 9. Okay, so mark it in the calendar for later on tonight. He says he'll be available around 8 Mountain, which is 9 tonight. So we'll paint here till about 6. We'll do another 30 minutes here since we're just getting started for you, Dog and East, anybody else watching. And then Digital DM and I will hop on at 9 p.m. Central tonight. And we're going to get him educated. No, I am teasing him. I don't want him to get offended. Like he doesn't know what he's doing. And we are going to go over Mini Painting 101 with your professor, duff563. How scary is that? I need Sirenscape on this machine so I can play some. I figured out what is really cool is I used the okay, I'll stop my train of thought there. I have got a mixture of hold on, let me get this off here, let me clean the brush a second here. I'll show you. Paints. So I'm gonna put the cap on this a second so it doesn't dry out under the lights. I have got mostly Let's put them out of the way here. I'm respond to him. Okay, so I got game color, and I have got, I'll show you all the game colors. I have got a bunch of, just kill my mini. See, bad duff. So I've got a bunch of the, why am I even pulling them out? The old Games Workshop pots. I still got a bunch of these guys. And I'm reviving. There's a few that are in trouble. I don't have many of those. Uh-oh, did I just, okay. Something just went beep, beep. That was probably my headset. Yeah, I have got all acrylics. Okay, so everything. I've got the Vallejo Model Air, Game Air, and Game Color, and see, Game Air, Model Air, Game Color, and I've got a bunch of flesh tones, both in GW and Vallejo. I have got the foundation ones from Citadel. These were a little much older. I love these paints. That's just me. But this one, some of them I was having to revive a little. I have got the washes. I have got, inks and washes, primers, all foundations from Game Workshop, and a bunch of old Game Workshop inks, which I haven't used ever. I need to see how these things look. I mean, look how the dust is on them. Then I've got the old Game Workshop washes. Vallejo, yeah, I love the Vallejo, but if you know your where is it? I'm gonna find it because the dog ate it or tried to eat one of my Devlin mud. Yes, okay. Put this in his mouth and took it away, and I found 3/4 of it spilt out. I almost killed a dog that day. Made me cry. I don't have much of it left. Secret Weapon, I saw that in the Scale 75 stuff. I wanted to try some of that. I've heard some, from Jack of Clubs and Soshi's. They've got some of their stuff. So I've heard about Secret Weapon. So I want to try those, but I need to paint, and most of this stuff has sat on the table in the rack 4, 5, 6 years. Okay, so without being touched, and that's uncool for my paints and the amount of money that I spent on them. So that's what kind of precipitated getting this done, getting this stream started back up, because I wanted to get these paints being used. So I want to move to that stuff. Then I've got my and so I do have my airbrushes. I've got 2 Grex airbrushes, and I'm getting ready to buy a Master Builder air compressor. The Grex one is not that hot. It doesn't hold. It doesn't have a tank in it, and so I'm going to get that. And then I've got that's my handle dual action, and then I've got my typical standard one. And I need to learn how to use them better. And I've got all the the Vallejo Airs, Game Air, and Model Air for that. And then over here, sorry, you're going to get me kind of roughly move, but you'll see where I've got my washes, mediums, airbrush mediums, all my brushes. I use a little tile. In the past, I've used some tiles. It's easy to mix and put some stuff on real quick. If you want to put a quick paint and a little water on the tile, and it just wipes right up. And then, like I said, here are all my paints. I used to have them and I built a shelf, but I just can't get them with the rig. So here's the rig. See if y'all can see this, but I've got a lot of lights, yeah, and I still can't see for shit. And I've got a downlight, big old mess. But there you go. And you got to have the Steeler stuff in the background. You just got to have that. So, yeah. So that's kind of Iowa. Yeah. See, Yeah, the master compressor. Okay, so you're using one too. I'm gonna get one of those because I need one with the tank. It holds more pressure, and it gives me a steadier flow. The Grex one is great, and I'll keep it around, which probably would use and throw on. I'm gonna get a single action Grex and just use for priming and varnishing. You know, spray and keep it clean. But you know, it doesn't need to be anything fancy to do that kind of stuff. And so I can really start getting back into the airbrushing. I love it. I want to learn a lot about it. You know, these models are a little bit smaller for doing it, but I still think you can, you know, with some control, and get in there and really do some great flaring, and playing around with these models. So that's my setup. Oh, and here's the thing I'd show you, East. I don't know about this. So here you see, this is the pour thing that has sat around forever, and as you can see you can see the medium kind of there, and this has been sitting, not being used for a while. So Jimmy, how do you fix this? Well, class, we have this. Dun dun dun. And it is a orbital test tube shaker. I've seen these online on YouTube, and there's some that may, and no, buddy, I don't have to touch it. Hey, I know you hear the vibrating, and you can see everything kind of moving around because it's moving. I'm pushing down on it pretty hard, but you don't have to. And I can hold this thing and look at it now. And I'll let the air, so you gotta let the air, they'll totally set. And I've got 2 agitators in there. I've got some glass beads in there. I think actually one glass, one stainless steel. And yeah, this one still needs a little bit more shaking, but there's the agitator, and I can hear it now. So they still need a little work. But now, and once you let that settle, let the air come on out. Dude, I got it on Amazon. Okay, so yep, the little orbital shaker. There's guys making their own and having their vibrating table, because for the Hearst molds, you've got to have a vibrating table. When you pour that mold stuff out, you know, you got to get the air bubbles out, or you'll get stuff like this, which is what I didn't do on the doors. I didn't want to, but you can see, you know, there was an air bubble. And so once it sets, the bubble, you know, that's kind of messed up. Well, these are fine. I don't care about these. These would just be rust pockets. These would be rivets that are rusted out that I'll make, you know, and pass off the damage that way. But with this stuff, I mean, now look at it. I mean, she's mixed. Yep. And it went from looking like this. See? Look how bad that is. To this. So, and I wanted to show Dave that he doesn't need this, but he's making sure he's shaking and then watering down his paints, because he wasn't watering them down on those tables, and it was showing. To him it wasn't, because he liked the look of his tables, but he's got a black table, and I wonder how much of his grooves of the wood he lost. May not have lost any, but I'm thinking he probably did, and want him to go back. We'll paint a table tonight. I'll paint the door, and I'll paint that crate and that table, and I'm going to actually show him how to highlight the wood and put some, we'll do an extra color and actually put some grain into the wood. But let's see. And take a look now. You get let the bubble set, and there's still a little down there, but it's all mixed up. And once I can hear there's the agitator I can hear. Yeah. Yeah, you can't shake, dude. There's no way. I mean, look, I got 5 boxes of these paints, man, and you know how much they cost. I'm like, dude, you know what? I put all this money into that now, you know, so what was I going to do? So then people will bitch, you know, about the shakers, because it does put bubbles, and you can see, I don't know if you can see them, but barely. Yeah, so you can see a few bubbles. So it does put air in there for a little bit, but then just set it, you know, when you pour it out, you're going to shake it up. And then, yeah, I always have to show Dave and make sure is that, you know, I get so the air's going to come out. You can see it slowly coming out of the top. There's tiny little bubbles, but people get pissed. But just get small little paper clip, bend it out, and then poke it down in there, and we won't get the, when you turn this thing over and then press on it, you don't get the and lose half your paint. But now it's shaking pretty damn good. And so I got to do that to all my game colors. I have had my game colors the longest. They're the ones in trouble. Some of my Game Workshop paints are in trouble too, but we'll get through them. I think, what else? Model air, game air, flesh tones. Yeah, you want to see all this stuff I was talking about, the molds. I was just doing bricks upon molds of stuff. I got scones. I got skulls. I got little men. So you just cast and cast. I got bags and bags and bags of this stuff just sitting over here to make my home dungeon with. Here we go. I got some doors. I got some campfire rings that need another door. And there's just, it's asinine what we do to ourselves, you know. So anyway, so let me make sure. I'm going to respond to Dave. And okay, so I'm going to tell him to, let's book this. Here, I'm responding to Dave in Discord. But book the session tonight. I'll tweet it out here. It's tonight at 8 MST. Damn it, I can't type. 8 MST 9 CST. Painting with Dave and Duff. I'm tweeting it out. See you. I can't type with the keyboard. Okay. Anyway, one of the things I was saying, just tuned in. Sidewinder. Okay, appreciate it. Okay. Agitators. Okay, so thinking this is why I'm doing this, because this is what we'll be doing with Dave tonight, Digital DM at 9 o'clock Central. We're going to have a training class with him. I've got two agitators in mind. One is a little stainless steel, and it's got to be stainless steel, and the other one's a little glass one. So they were just different weights to them a little bit, and I'm not too worried about the glass one. I'm not worried about it breaking or anything like that, because you got to shake it a little hard. But what you may have just missed, Sidewinder, is my shaker. And I like showing it off because I thought it was a cool find on, yeah, one of each. So as you can tell, let me close my damn Discord. So I've had paint sitting, I haven't painted in over 6 years. Yeah, I know, it's sad. And my paints have suffered for it. And as you can see all the medium there, and everything's kind of bummed up to the bottom. I have a orbital test tube shaker. Got it on Amazon. Right there. It is. Stick it in and hold it down for a while. And yes, it's loud for y'all, sorry. And then just kind of hold it on its side. I want it to get a little, I want that medium to get in there with all that pigment and really start to get mixing around. And I'm laying the paints on their sides now, but still it needs to be mixed up a lot more. And now that agitator can get loosened, those two in there, and look at my paint now. Now, I was showing them is that you'll see there are some tiny bubbles. It does add a little air to it, and so you need to let it sit. And now I can hear the clack, 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 clack inside there, moving around. And the paint has got a nice, good mix to it. And now that I'm going to start using them more, that should then help keep the paints, freshened up. Some of my Game Workshop ones are past, I think they're close. They're on the edge. I may get a little bit more life out of them. But the Vallejo ones cost damn too much to lose. So anyway, there is what I do for the found it all on Amazon. I think the beads were makeup beads, or there's something like that in there. Little bitty, I don't remember here. Let's see, I think I've actually still got some. Let me see, where are they? Here they are. Yep. Okay. So here they are. Here are the little ones. So really small. You don't need them that big, you know. And you know, you could actually probably just get these if you just wanted these in here. I had the glass ones first, and I didn't think they were heavy enough, so I wanted something with more weight on it, and so I stuck one of these. So okay, and that's and I think they won't. We'll see. I don't know. This red that I'm using, this foundation one, was in serious trouble, and it still is. But it's still, I mean, you can see the whole ring has a whole bunch of it just dried up, and so I hit it with some distilled water, retarder, and I think I don't know if a little flow aid, or it just may have just been the slow dry and the little distilled water, and threw a couple agitators in there, and it's plenty. It's doing great. And it's enough for me to at least get the use out of it for a while, you know. And I like those foundation paints. I don't know, I guess just because I know that's the base color, you know. I mean, look at the guy. He's got bad coverage. And then coming in, now he's going to be, you know, highlighted well, you know. And then this poor guy, he'll go into a simple green bath. But, you know, it's like I said earlier on the stream, Fancy Unicorn, one of the painters I watched, she was telling people taught might get started to keep some of these minis around so you can see, and that's what I'm going to tell Dave tonight, keep some of those around, don't touch them, so you can see how you've come along. Because I have got, so here's some of my smaller guys, my troll bloods, that I still need to, see there I got dust all over them. Ugh. But, you know, I need to do some more work on these guys. They need just a little bit more highlights. Not enough done to them. But, yeah, and so anyway, trying to show off there. Sorry. But I have got, you guys, I mean, it depends on how long you played, if you remember some of these heritage miniatures. You know, this is, you know, I thought I was just Mr. Badass. These guys have been around forever, and, you know, not bad for coming out of the gate, you know, first time painter. And I don't want to, so I'm not going to get rid of them for a while. He's got a little bit more wash on him, but he doesn't have a lot of highlight, and then they've got just a ton of dust on them. Super clean? Cool. I'll try. I have no problem trying that, because a lot of simple green, and there was another degrease or something like that worked great. I don't think it wasn't like brake fluid. No, I can't. I know it was you don't use it on plastic, but on the metal ones, then it wasn't going to chew them up. You know, you got to be careful. He's got some highlights, so he's not too bad. You know, but can be done better. Or my poor lizard man that got caught in the gloss varnish. I didn't know any better. You know, so there, you know, he's got some highlights and all that, but you can tell that he needs, and I mean, he's got some washing in there, but he needs more highlights than I got. Unfortunately, I will have to dip these guys. I didn't catch that the gloss varnish wouldn't do all that back in the day. Oh, well, you know. It makes for a good story. And then I had a snake that I was doing, and you know, he needs a little bit more. But I remember, you know, going, I wanted to do every one of those scales. Everyone's had these miniatures forever, at least if you're a big, you know, long-time player. It's what got me hooked. And I still have my original Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship miniatures, what got me started. I have them somewhere, and with some orcs and some Rohans, um, or Rohans or the elves, old miniatures. So yeah, maybe it is brake fluid. Yeah, so I think it is. And I remember one of them, it just would just take two that it take that varnish off if you got it, and then get into the acrylic, and then let them sit, and then go after them with, you know, an old toothbrush, you know, old soft toothbrush that, you know, you're not using anymore, and that will rip out most of it. And I did it like this. You can see a long time ago. Someone really went to town, and then so you've got some paint that still wouldn't come off. And some of it, like there, you can see it's still a little paint out there, but actually some of it is just actually the lead is stained, wouldn't come off. So, but for me, I was, you know, we're going to show Dave. He's going to do a bench, I think, and I want to show him how I'm going to catch the coloring, and then we're going to come back over. We're going to catch this green with with some dry brushing, and I'm probably actually going to go in with the actual highlighter. I did that with these guys' barrel stocks. If you see, you can see where yeah, most of the stuff I have is, but yeah, dog. Almost all this stuff is lead. All the old minis back in the day were lead. Can't get that now. But the Heritage, the Grenadiers, and like I said, I'll go do I'll start one. I'll stream one day in my garage, and like I said, I've probably got six flat full of these guys. I've probably running around 400, 500 miniatures of the stuff I was collecting. I just went eBay crazy for a year or so. But anyway, I want to show him Ral Partha too. Exactly. Yep. But I was a real fan of the Heritage stuff. I just thought they were shot the moon back in the day. And so I've collected that stuff. And those original Grenadier box sets, I've got most of them. Not all of them, but most of them. But anyway, but yeah, we're going to show him how to fake the wood on these things. I had some fun with it. Put that on the table. He did turn out too bad. Just need some more highlights. Oh, look at that. His paint come off his glove. That's actually paint's been removed. See, because he hasn't been varnished. Ugh. We'll have to go in and fix it. Well, that's what I get. I've painted these guys. I started blocking these, but I stopped. We moved. So these guys have been all not even finished blocking yet. So, so sad. And then I have these the wolves, Olbros. What are they? These things, these guys, these big dudes. They're trees. Oh, I hadn't even painted any of these. That's when I'm ready to. That's when the airbrush is going to come out and get these guys. So, anyway, painting with duff. I am really enjoying this. If I could just get rid of the damn heat. Thanks, Soundwater. Yeah, I hadn't touched these. So like, here's our leader, and you know he hadn't even finished gotten him, and you can see where I was airbrushing, and you know it needs to go in with the. I don't think that was just the first. Yeah, I've got some dark underneath there, so I was hitting it, but not dark enough to. You know, we moved. We were moving from downtown Dallas to Coppell in 2012, and that's the last time I was really. That was when I was seriously painting and doing all my 40K stuff. Somewhere I've got Space Marines at the kazoo, and I'm actually probably going to try to. I'm going to actually try to sell it all. I don't even play it anymore. But Let's see, Dave, did he respond? No, he is. I think we're good. I want to make sure everybody knows that we're going to stream tonight. I'm going to tweet it out in a little bit. What does the budget say there, Sidewinder? You know, I saw the Reaper Kickstarters. I've got a few little ones here. Some older ones that we'll do here coming up. I'm going to show Dave. He didn't have, and I didn't see this East. If you saw, I don't think he had any primers with that stuff. Weren't we talking about he needed to go to Depot and get some spray primer for him? Because I didn't see that he primered those barrels and what was the other things he was doing? The barrels and the tables. Did he had the budget either? It is a debate. For me, I have enough miniatures, so I will hold on to. My last Kickstarters have been all modules for D&D. And I did a Kickstarter for, the last terrain one I did was the Kickstarter for Fat Dragon, their first 3D series. And so I did that, and I know they've done another one for dungeon stuff, but for caverns, but I didn't do it. But I've got more than I know what to do with. And now with doing so much digital, I don't do much in real life stuff, which needs to be resolved down the line. That's what all this was for. When I was doing it at the time, was playing in real life games. He was joking about the deep. He thinks, I know. I think he went and bought Game Store Primer. Well, that's fine. If he wants to pay retail for it, we'll educate him. I'll bring it up and you can reiterate it on stream. I use that the primer coat or whatever it is, the black and the white ones. You just, it's just the spray, and you got to make sure you even it out and keep it away. But some thin coats of that 2 or 3 times on a miniature and you're good. I don't think you have to buy anything fancy. It's primer. It just needs to stick, Yeah, and he'll probably still listen to us and he'll go do it on his own anyway. Don't we all do that? So, but I had some Game Workshop primers too for a while, and then I said, that's ridiculous. Primer's primer. Yeah, it is. You just want to make sure you got that sticks to them. So I have the 2 different, they have some all around one, which is fine. But I think for time to time I've grabbed an extra one of the metals because of my metal minis, just to have that extra little safety, but I don't think I've had any of mine have ever had an issue with this all around one, because I spray painted a ton of my Space Marines with this stuff. So I think it's fine. The question is, all right, so East, you're out here. I'm going to hold, so guys, we'll hold here. At 6 o'clock, I'm going to go do dinner. I will put a tweet back out. We will come back on tonight at 9 o'clock Central Time if y'all happen to be able to join. And I'm going to get Dave in line, and we'll do a cross-streaming session and see if we can get him educated and get him pointed in the right direction and not flabbergasted with everything. So anyway, you guys, so go take care of stuff, and hopefully we'll see you guys back here tonight. Thanks, man. We'll see y'all later.